people of YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Hooper. It's been a couple months, I think, since I filmed a video. The reason for that is because my last video was supposed to be like this big welcome back to my channel, my big life update and everything, and been a lot changed. There's a guy outside sawing like right outside of my window, so sorry if you... A lot has changed since that video, and I didn't really like know how to go about it. In that video I was actually pregnant and I didn't know that I was. I had taken a test actually right before I started filming that video because I was like, okay, if I'm pregnant then I'm gonna want to wait until I figure all of that stuff out before I start my YouTube channel. And the test was negative. And the very next day I took another one and it was positive. I thought that I was going to like do some big like elaborate thing to like surprise Jacob and have it on video and everything, but I was like freaked out. I took one of the like little strip tests and it like had a very faint line and I couldn't tell if it was positive or not. So I was texting my friends and like nobody was answering because it was like pretty late at night. And so when he got home I was like, can you please go check that and see? Then he ran and got me a digital test and it said that I was pregnant. While we've been going through that first trimester, sorry, I get out of breath very easily. We also were working on this house that we just moved into. We had to paint everything, redo floors, and obviously I wasn't really able to help a whole lot with moving things, and so it was a little bit stressful on both of us. And I was planning on making some videos like about the house and like a time lapse of the floor being done and like showing each room being painted and all of that stuff, but we just were like very overwhelmed with everything. I think I'm going to do a house tour kind of thing once we have everything unpacked. We still literally have so much stuff. Like this wall is so plain, this bed is not going to be here. I'm not going to usually probably be even filming in this room. The first trimester is a little bit scary because the guest bedroom, and I probably will just have all my stuff in there. I waited to film this video. I'm currently 13 weeks on Friday. High risk to miscarry and stuff, and I know that 1 in 4 women have miscarriages. Filming a video prior to that would have just been a little bit scary for me because if something did happen I would have had to make another video explaining that. We went and got our first ultrasound done at what I thought was 8 weeks, but I actually was 6 weeks pregnant. In the thumbnail I'll probably have a picture of the ultrasound and it'll look like just like nothing. It was like a baby and then like a yolk sac. So it looks like there's like 2 things, but there's really not. We got to hear the heartbeat. The baby's heartbeat is 165, and I just went on Monday by blood drawn so that we can do the genetic testing, and they also will let us know the gender when we get those results. Jacob's sister is actually going to hold on to that information for us. Eventually we will gender reveal party. Anyways, this is what my belly looks like. I can kind of, you can see it looks a lot bigger when I'm like bloated. This like dress doesn't really show it off very well, but yeah, I definitely have a little bit of a bump. I kind of was like getting really self-conscious for a while because I felt like I was just gaining weight, and I had to remind myself that I am indeed growing a human inside me. I went on Instagram and saw if anyone had any questions, and I didn't really get too many, which is normal, but most of them have been about cravings. First of all, I do want to say a lot of people when they first see me, like for the first time since finding out, they'll ask me like how I've been feeling. I was fortunate enough to not have morning sickness really. I had really bad like nausea for a couple of weeks, and I did throw up a little bit, but usually it was at night, honestly. I've been really fortunate to not really be super sick, and I'm glad for that. However, I do have some mental health issues, and I think a lot of people know that. I'm not ashamed of it, but becoming pregnant I did go off of my anti-anxiety and antidepressants. And I think when I go back to my doctor, I'm going to just talk to them about going back on something, because the fact that I'm pregnant doesn't help. The hormones don't help, and I thought that I was strong enough to like do it and just go off of it, but I'm not, and that's okay, but I probably will make a video about that later on and go more into detail because it's something that's really serious and a lot of people deal with and a lot of people don't talk about. So a lot of people asked about cravings that I've had, and when I first got pregnant, I ate Taco Bell like every night, cheese quesadillas, and I still eat those pretty frequently, but I wouldn't say that I like crave them. I think it was just something that was like, oh, it sounds good. The only like craving I've really had is soft pretzels with cheese from this place called Lexi's that is in town, and I eat like one a day. I also crave donuts really frequently, but I try not to like go get donuts because I know that that's not really good for me. I mean, a pretzel with cheese probably isn't either, but it's right around the corner and I can't help it, okay? So, yeah, those are really the only two things I can think of that is like a craving. Someone asked me also, is there anything that you used to love to eat and can't eat now? I think that goes back to like my nausea. There are some people that like can hardly keep anything down, and there's not really anything. Well, actually, when I was like really early on in the first trimester, I couldn't really eat cheese, which sucks because I love cheese, but the smell of it like made me gag. But I've gotten over that and I'm fine with it now. Sometimes like meat like really grosses me out, but it always has, so I don't really know. It's usually like smells that like really get to me, not really foods. Like at work I have to use sanitizing wipes, and like there's one station that I work at sometimes and you have to use a lot of sanitizing wipes, and I can't like deal with being over there. I literally like feel like I'm gonna be sick the whole time. Oh, someone asked what was the worst part of moving. The worst part of moving, I think for me, was that I couldn't like do everything I wanted to do. I mean, we're still working on stuff and I definitely can unpack things now, but as far as like cleaning and like making, I'm just a very like controlling person. Things to go the way I want them to go, and when I can't physically do things, it's hard for me to control the situation. So that was really hard for me. The time crunch we kind of worked on towards the end, we were getting like really, like we had to get it done and I was getting really stressed out. And someone asked what my favorite part about being pregnant is. Like people like being so kind and caring and like asking me how I'm doing and stuff like that is like really nice. And I know that's a really stupid answer, but I'm not far enough along in my pregnancy yet to like feel the baby moving or like anything like that. So right now it's just like the support and like love that I'm getting through it is probably my favorite part. A couple of things that have happened to me in the first trimester that you know, people typically talk about in these kind of videos is my skin. Actually, I don't know if you can see. No, the lighting's really good, so you can't. I have like quite a few pimples on my face. It's gotten a lot better and I'm wearing makeup today, so I went through a phase where I had like a big breakout here, a big breakout here. I have started getting like some little pimples like on my shoulders and like on my chest, and like I've never dealt with that before ever in my life. So it was a really hard to deal with, and I know that that's really silly, but like I'm very insecure about my skin because when I was in middle school I had pretty bad acne, and so like now it's just one of the things I'm insecure about. And I actually had really clear skin for a while, like most of high school, so having acne back was intimidating to me. Other things, like as far as like physically, I was really tired. Like I'm starting to not be as tired anymore, but like I could have slept 24 hours 7 days a week. Like it was real. And I know that runs like pregnancy exhaustion in the first trimester is crazy, and like you don't understand until you have it. Like I also run out of breath really quickly. I did have COVID a couple months ago, so I don't know if I'm running out of breath because COVID affected my lungs or because I'm pregnant. It's probably because I'm pregnant. I feel like I can't really like say a full sentence without. I'm starting to be a little bit more uncomfortable when I'm sleeping, and I know that it only gets worse. So I probably shouldn't be complaining now, but I do wake up several times through the night usually. Another thing that was really hard for me was that I get really bad migraines, like I have since middle school, and I had to stop taking my migraine medication because it can harm my baby. And so I did, and it was really awful. I had a migraine like 2 times a week, and so I went back to my doctor and she prescribed something that's like very safe for the baby, and it makes you really tired, so I have to take it at night. And so that sucks because if I wake up in the morning with a migraine, I can't really like take anything for it. I can't take ibuprofen, I can't take the medicine I used to take, so like my only option is Tylenol, and that doesn't really do much for me. Jacob!
What?
Do you want to say anything on my video?
Huh?
Do you want to say anything on my video?
On the video?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's coming in here or not, but I'm gonna make another video here soon about a couple other things that have happened in my life regarding like school and a couple of other things. So I'm gonna make a video about that, probably my next one. I'm gonna try to film every Wednesday and then have a video up by Friday. That's gonna be my goals. And then before we have the gender reveal, I think I'm gonna do a video doing like old wives tales to see like what it says that it is, you know. So yeah, we definitely have some fun videos planned. If you don't like baby related stuff, then you might want to just unsubscribe from my channel because that's what it's probably gonna be for a while. And I'm sorry, but thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and thank you for waiting an entire month for me to post another video. I promise that's not gonna happen. I just had a lot going on, so I know this video is kind of all over the place, but that's how my brain is right now. So if you guys have any suggestions about anything else that you want to hear about or see on my channel, please leave them down below, and thank you for watching. Bye.